Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like something's just a little off, but you can't quite figure out what it is? Well, we're about to pull back the curtain on 7 sneaky habits that are sabotaging your looks every single day, and you probably don't even know you're doing them. But hey, before we dive in, let's get one thing straight right now. The problem isn't you. You are not ugly. So what's really going on here? The real issue, the thing that's actually holding you back, comes down to a handful of tiny, almost invisible habits. They're adding up over time, day after day. But here's the good news. Every single one of them is completely 100% in your power to fix. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with the habits that you don't even realize you're doing. First up is a big one. It seems so harmless, right? But constantly touching your face is one of the most common ways people mess up their skin without even thinking about it. Just look at that number, 30 to 50 times a day. That's how often most of us touch our faces. And every single time you rest your chin in your hand or scratch your nose, you're basically creating a superhighway for all the dirt and bacteria from your phone, your keyboard, doorknobs, straight into your pores. And the result? You guessed it, clogged pores, oily skin, and breakouts. So the fix is actually super simple, but it does take some focus. It all comes down to awareness. Just start noticing when your hand is drifting toward your face and stop. That's it. Make a conscious effort to keep your hands off. The less you touch, the clearer your skin is going to get. Okay, next up, let's talk about the habits that are a little more sneaky, the ones that subtly change your actual facial structure over time. All right, habit number 2 is chewing on just one side of your mouth. Now this one is pretty wild because it literally reshapes your face. See, when you always chew on one side, you're giving those jaw muscles a constant workout, while the other side is just kind of chilling. And this leads to something called facial asymmetry. Our brains are just hardwired to see symmetrical faces as more attractive. So when one side of your jaw is more built up than the other, it can make your whole face look a little bit unbalanced, even if people can't pinpoint exactly why. But the solution here is, again, really simple. Just start paying attention when you eat. Make a point to switch sides every few bites. If you're chewing gum, switch it over every few minutes. It's a tiny change that'll help you build a much more balanced and symmetrical face over time. Okay, on to the next one, and this is a habit of avoidance. We hear all the time about staying out of the sun, but you know what? Avoiding it completely is just as bad. Your body actually needs sunlight to look and feel its best. I mean, the difference is like night and day, right? Think about it. The guy who's always inside tends to have that pale, kind of lifeless look to his skin. But someone who gets regular, safe sun exposure, they have a healthy glow, their eyes seem brighter, they just give off this vibe of health and energy. It literally impacts everything from your vitamin D to your testosterone. And the best part, you don't need to roast yourself for hours. Just 15 to 20 minutes a day is the sweet spot. Seriously, just go for a walk, sit outside for a bit, just get some sun on your skin. Oh, and yeah, don't forget the sunscreen. Your skin, your energy, and your mood will absolutely thank you for it. All right, now we're going to go a little deeper. These next few habits are what I call the silent killers. They're the ones that mess up your system from the inside out, and the damage shows up right on your face. First up in this category, bad sleep. And look, this is a total non-negotiable. Sleep is your body's built-in repair crew. When you cut that short, you're literally stopping your body from healing and resetting for the next day. And you see the proof immediately. We've all looked in the mirror after a terrible night's sleep, right? You've got the dark circles, the puffy eyes, your skin just looks dull and kind of swollen. Now just imagine what that does to you night after night. It's an absolute killer for your appearance. Next, let's talk about too much caffeine. And let me be clear, I'm not saying a cup of coffee is the devil. The problem is when you're depending on it. When you're slamming 3, 4, 5 cups a day just to feel human, that's when you're doing some real damage. First off, caffeine is a diuretic, which is a fancy way of saying it dehydrates you. Dehydrated skin looks dry and old. Second, it destroys your sleep quality, which throws you into that vicious cycle we just talked about. And third, it doesn't give you real energy. It gives you that jittery, anxious energy, which doesn't look confident at all. And that brings us to maybe the most powerful silent killer of them all, stress. This isn't just a feeling in your head, it's a very real chemical reaction happening inside your body, and you can see the results all over your face. When you're super stressed, your body floods itself with a hormone called cortisol. And what does cortisol do? Well, it tells your body to store fat, it wrecks your skin, and it absolutely tanks your testosterone levels. So yeah, managing that stress through exercise, meditation, whatever works for you is crucial. Okay, so we've covered 6 physical habits, but the 7th one, well, it's by far the most destructive. And it isn't something you do, it's something you think. And here it is. The ultimate bad habit is blaming genetics. This belief is the single biggest thing that holds people back. It's that little voice in your head that says, it's just genetics, I can't change it. The second you say that, you've lost. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You've basically just given up all your power and decided that getting better is impossible. But what if that idea, that excuse, is just fundamentally wrong? The truth is, roughly 80% of how you look is not determined by your DNA. It's determined by your habits, your lifestyle, the food you eat, whether you work out, how well you sleep. It is overwhelmingly in your control. So realizing that changes the entire game. This isn't about making you feel bad. It's about empowering you. It means your transformation can literally start right now. This is the real path forward. There's no magic pill here. It's all about mastering the basics. Every single thing on this list is an action you can decide to take today. You control what you eat, how you move your body, how you sleep, and how you present yourself to the world. So there you have it. We've laid it all out. You now can see the invisible habits that have been holding you back. All the power is officially back in your hands. The only question left is, what are you going to do about it?